Peace, what's good, everybody? Welcome to the new year. I think last night I said I was gonna, make a video called the Declaration, or the Black Man's Declaration of Independence, and I came to this conclusion because of a couple of events. As you all know, when you those of you who have been following my page know that I had put up a post stating that in the new year, black men wouldn't be settling from 2020 and beyond. So to further, illustrate where we should be going, I had a conversation with my homeboy the other day, and he was telling me about some things that he had observed about the our genders, between our, I guess, gender war, between black men and women. And he said he saw a video on YouTube, or I don't know, somewhere, maybe in a group he was in, that and a cat had asked black men, if black women were to come around, what would you need to be accepting, for them to, come back, I guess, in open arms or whatever, without. And my homeboy asked me, what do you think? What did you think? What would it take for you or whatever? So at first, I was thinking, maybe money or whatever, maybe money. It wouldn't be impossible for them to get that, money, resources, and things of that nature. It wouldn't be impossible for them to get that shit. But I did tell him it was a tough question because he had added some other things to it. After everything that had been done, to black men, at the hands of black women, that just wouldn't be enough. Money and resources wouldn't be enough. So, we further, talked about, our relationship with black women, or whatever the case is. And, at times it feels like irreversible damage, like we were never going to get on the same page about anything, how my stance is, I always, when I talk about it, I always say that, they've done a lot, they've done a lot to us compared to what they're complaining about that we've done to them. And what they complain that we've done to them is just, dating crap, dating issues that they're complaining about, and then it's like taken out of context. It's like it's a lot of really retarded stuff, like whenever we talk about things that happen to us, like for instance, when black men are getting shot by the police, you have black women who are complaining like, well, that's what you get for dating, white women or whatever cases. That's what you get for, not doing this or that, things that are just like, they don't have anything to do with like us or whatever case is, like as a group. Like the same things can happen to y'all. Those are just, minimum examples, but, you've noticed, like, from our, standpoint that, a lot has happened. We've observed a lot that's been happening, and, I don't think it'll be the same. Like, it won't ever be the same, and we can't ever get on the same page, not for a while. Like, it's not going to be, like, an immediate thing, even if they were to be accepting, even if they were willing to, get on the same page, and come back with their senses or whatever the case is. It would take a while for it to, it wouldn't be an immediate thing, which they wouldn't be cool with. I don't think they would be willing to like put up with the fact that they're not going to get immediate results. Like I said, a lot has happened, a lot has gone on, and it's not impossible for them to be forgiven or whatever, but it would take a long time for them to humble themselves. It would take generations for this to like happen. Like we might not even live through this, because right now, I think we should have space. Right now, we should just stop dealing with them and they should stop dealing with us. They should do their own thing. We should do our own thing. You know, they should just give us space. That's the best way to for this to happen. You know, my homeboy was telling me about like he's been noticing that when it comes to the gender war, like a lot of females, you know, have been reacting to the fact that, you know, we've been getting our passports and going elsewhere. We've been going where we're wanted because, you know, as much as they claim that they love us and they want us, it's not real. I don't know what they're talking about when they say that, those type of things, but it ain't real love. It ain't real desire. You know, you don't really want black men. You don't really love black men. You love the concept, the idea, you know, the thought of it. You don't really love black men because you don't show black men love. You know, you just say things and then, you know, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't mean anything. You know, it's empty things. And then it's like, at times it's not even like a specific quality, you know. It's like, oh, we love black men because their skin is beautiful. We love black men because they're strong. Like, strong about what? What have we done that has made y'all love us? But it's too late to be answering things like that. You know, it's too late to be, you know, having these discussions because we're done with these discussions. We're done with having discussions about them being submissive towards us, them being respectful towards us. It's like, you don't want to do those things. That's fine. You know, you don't have to do those things. You know, we don't want those things from y'all anymore. You know, we've reached a point where, you know, you should go your way and we'll go our own way. And thus is the black man's declarations of independence. We are going to do our own thing. We've been doing our own thing, but, you know, now it's just like, I feel like it would be a cool video to put out. If they want to know, you know, what they've done, you know, and how can they fix it, they could go looking on YouTube videos or, you know, searching blogs and things of that nature. Because we're not, you know, I'm not going to be answering any posts where people any posts that people tag me in. I'm not going to be, you know, engaging in any discussions anymore about things because I feel like I've said it till I'm blue in the face. I've said it so many times. Many other people have said it so many times or whatever. I think since for about the better part of the decade, we've been addressing this situation. So now, you know, they don't even get the option. Because right now, they're upset that they don't have the option to reject us. You know, they want to be able to tell us no, but we're not giving them that option. You know, since we're going somewhere else to, you know, fulfill our needs or whatever the case is, since we're outright just not dealing with them at all, you know, they're pretty much upset about that. You know, the reality is starting to set in that they don't really have us anymore. And the funny thing about it is that we actually have options to go other places because we are desired. We are desirable. We are worldwide. We're number one in terms of desirability. And like anywhere that white men aren't, you know, don't have an influence or whatever, we are the number one desirers. We are desired worldwide. And even when white men do have an influence, we are the number two desired. And they don't have the same option. They can't just like get a passport and go somewhere else because ain't nobody gonna put up with their fucking attitudes somewhere else. Nobody else, no other group is willing to put up with their attitudes. They would have to humble themselves. Like, you know, that Twitter post I was telling you guys about, where there were guys on Twitter changing their profiles to random pictures of white dudes, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, black women were actually engaging them in conversations without getting out of pocket. So that would be the only way they could actually go somewhere else and just, you know, somebody would want to deal with them, is if they actually fake their attitudes. Which brings me to another point. Although it seems like, you know, I'm saying like we can't ever get on the same page. We can't ever, you know, get right with them, and they can't ever get right with us. There are solutions, you know. As I said, it'll just take time. Although I said money and resources would help, the biggest thing that would help for them is changing their attitudes. Their whole attitudes would have to change. But that wouldn't, like I said, it wouldn't be an immediate result. You know, it would not be an immediate result. It would be something that would have to take place over time or whatever. because the hatred between us is just that strong. And I don't care how many of these dudes out here, these simps, tell, you know, black women that, yeah, we, you know, we do love y'all, whatever the case is. At the end of the day, black women, the number of them, how many of them are single is just crazy high. You know, we're talking close to 80% of them are single. It don't matter if they got kids or don't have kids. A lot of them are single, and you know that's not going to be changing anytime soon. It don't matter how many of these dudes, you know, try to, you know, disprove what I said, you know, or what anybody else has said about, you know, the reason why they're single or the reason why nobody's fucking with them. At the end of the day, you know what I mean, that number is going to be the same for a while. That's not changing. So while they're, I guess while they're figuring out like what their next move will be or whatever the case is, like I said, we just got to do our own things. We got to leave each other alone. I feel like our, as my homeboy has said, he said our relationships between we're toxic to each other, basically, and therefore, we should just, space would be a good idea for us to just leave each other alone. And I think that right there, I'm gonna conclude the video. And you know, you guys can tell me what you think in the comments or whatever. Like, subscribe if you like the video. Subscribe if you haven't, or if you happen to give a damn. This is Anti-Simp, and I guess I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.